now watching Compton Rick Rock TV. Let's get to the content.
Every day it's a new turn, a new plot, and a new twist when it comes to this content. Reaction channels get a hold to it and they gonna do their job as a reaction channel, giving their opinion to the content that whoever's putting it out. If I didn't see it, there's no need for me to say, you know what? Hey, I don't got nothing to say about it. But if I find it and somebody is telling the story, then I'm going to do a reaction and give my input and see what makes sense of it, what I think about it. And if it makes sense or don't make sense, we definitely going to conversate about it. But anyway, we're going to get back to this Treyway incident. Yesterday, we put out some content and it seemed like the guy who I did the reaction to came back today, which is Ant, and cleared it up and say, no, it was a little twist in that. It wasn't how they said it was. This is how it really happened. We're going to get to this content. We ain't going to waste no more time. But before we get to that, man, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Also, hype the video up. Let's go over here and check this out, man, and get to the bottom of this, man. Let's go. All right, let's go over and see what they talking about. Let's go.
What's the good old big deal with the good old people, man? It's your boy Young and Hefe. Don't care about number what the check say. Make sure you go ahead, like and subscribe, because it don't cost you nothing to press that button. And if you ring that notification bell, I'm going to bring you mail. What's the good old big deal with the good old people? It's Hot Topics with your boy Young and Hefe. And I'm here to deliver you another one like the other one. The recipient of Hot Topics is TR3WAY6K once again. So yesterday, you know, I had dropped that segment on TR3WAY6K, you know what I'm saying, by way of C-Star, by way of Too Gangsta for YouTube. And the thing is, when you reacting to stuff, man, sometime you might have to come back with another segment to either recant something or set the record straight. And you know how that go, you know what I'm saying, and only a gentleman, you know, gonna search for the truth of the matter, whether reacting or exposing.
All right, I think that's fair. I think that's fair. When you make a mistake on here, you come and clean it up. I think that's fair. Instead of letting it linger around on the internet for people to say and have opinion about something that might not be factual. So it's cool that you came back and, you know, cleared everything up. Let's get to this content. Let's check it out, though. Let's see what's really going on.
Something. And that's just, you know, how it's going to go with me. Now, we heard that Lil Porky from Hoover had removed Treyway off the yard and had Treyway screaming. You even had C-Star on here quoting that he heard it, saw it, or got the information from somebody, but he made it seem like he was there, you know what I'm saying, in my opinion, because he even said he had to do hot pot, it was like his name is Freeman, and start quoting his register number, you know what I'm saying, NRCD, CR prison number, CDC.
Wait a minute, so that wasn't, so he didn't see it, he didn't have the actual, oh, come on, man. We not doing this for content, is we? Was he there or was he not there, man? Sound like, let me rewind that back just a little bit, man. I might be wrong. I might have heard something wrong. Let me go back about right here.
His name is Freeman, and start quoting who's there, you know what I'm saying, in my opinion, because or got the information from somebody, but he made it seem like he was there, you know what I'm saying, in my opinion, because he
made it seem like he was there. So in other words, he wasn't there. Cold game, man. That's cold game.
Said he had to do hot pot, it was like his name is Freeman, and start quoting his register number, you know what I'm saying, NRCD, CR prison number, CDC prison number. Now, being that that's floating around, y'all know this YouTube is like the new TV. Everybody's been seeing that. And come to find out, that is not the case. That is not the case. The situation that
oh my goodness, man. At this point, I think it's this gonna be soap opera after this, man. The internet, everybody already said it in the comment section. This is the new soap opera. You know when you seen your mother back in the days watching soap operas, all you guys on the internet, y'all, the new soap opera channel. I see it in my comments. Rock, y'all over there with the days of our YouTube, man. This is crazy, man. Let's get to this, man.
He started put out there saying that Trey Star was attacked by Lil Goofy from Hoover. That is not the case. So what I will say and what we can confirm is that the Little Goofy incident, I mean not Goofy, the Lil Porky incident that C-Star spoke on and saying that Lil Porky attacked TR3WAY6K and got him off the yard and he was screaming. That's false.
Oh man, come on, man. Come on, man.
Now, from my understanding and from what I was told, for what I'll say is a reliable source, Treyway and Lil Porky did get down. But that is old. That was months ago. This is not having anything to do with no removal.
All right, so what happened then? Let's get to the meat and what they say, the meat and potatoes. Let's get to the meat and potatoes, man. The meat and potatoes. I'm talking too fast now. What happened, man?
Porky is not the person that removed Treyway.
Okay.
Now, I got a call. And when I got a call, they was like, hey, look, I'm watching your content, right? And I see you speaking on the Treyway situation. That's not what happened. So I was like, well, I don't know what happened. You know, I didn't drop it as an exposure. You know, I'm reacting to it and just giving my opinion on the matter and what may have happened. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so the video that Ant got was off Too Gangster for YouTube. This is the video that he's talking about that he reacted to. So he didn't actually hear this per se. He just did a reaction, which everybody do reactions to any content that they see on here. We don't know who on here telling the truth, who telling a lie when it's a reaction to somebody else content. So I guess now he got the full intel on what really happened. Let's see what really happened.
So the person was like, no, for sure. You want to know what happened? I'm like, you know, spill it. So the person runs into detail and telling me that Treyway and Goofy been had a fight. That's old. Now, I'm not going to go all the way into detail of everything, but if you know, you know, and if you have the mind to imagine and move the pieces around and place them in the correct spot, then, you know what I'm saying, you will catch my drift and understand what I'm saying without being said. You know what I'm saying? If you catch my drift. Now, Treyway and Porky did have a fight. As I said, that's an old situation. Now, it seems like Treyway had a few incidents. After this Porky incident, right? It's being alleged and said that, you know, he might have had one of them Spice episodes on the yard.
Oh, he was off that Spice Girl, man. Oh, when you off that Spice Girl, you gonna be in there performing, climbing up the wall, trying to get to the gun tower, running around the yard, screaming and hollering like you on fire, rolling around on the dirt, all that when you off that Spice Girl.
And then doing that Spice episode, it was kind of bad to where it was so bad that the police took Boy to the hole. Boy go to the hole for like 60 days, get out the hole. He left a phone, allegedly, on the yard. You know what I'm saying? And one of the members from his gang had that phone. But once he went to that hole and was gone them 60 days, seemed like Boy got comfortable with the phone. When Treyway got out the hole, he told Treyway, boop, boop, that phone gone, police took it.
Oh yeah, man. Don't know homies get down like that. Don't know homies get down like what? Let me slow down. What happened when he found out old Boy still had the phone? Let's go.
Whole time, the other members and everybody else on the yard knew that Boy still had that phone, and it might have even got back to Treyway a few times like, man, the Boy got your phone, and just saying that the police took it.
All right, let's stop here. Let's stop here. This is how this goes. For y'all that don't know how this goes. Somebody get your phone, right? Somebody get your phone. One of the homies got it. You come back to get your phone, and somebody say, man, the police took it. Your natural reaction gonna be all right, cool, I'll get another one. But then you find out, hey, homie, you know, he still got that thing, man. He just saying the police took it, but he still got it. What? All right, you go hit him up again. Hey, you sure that the police took it? Yeah, I'm sure. All right, cool. All right. Somebody else tell you, nah, homie, he telling you he got it on the hood, on the dead, he got it. Now you say, all right, no problem. Now you go get you a flat. Ain't no squabbing, ain't none of that. You blast him out his boots so everybody else after that know not to play with you, man.
Now from there.
And you also put your life and you about to get more time and probably catch a life sentence if you get caught, if you unalive him. So what y'all think in the chat, how y'all would handle that situation? I know a couple of convicts that would have handled just like I described it, but how would y'all would have handled it?
nothing ever happened with Treyway and this dude from his hood who played him out the phone. Now, what I'm hearing is that Treyway was in a cell or had an incident with some Edgemont criminals. I don't know if it was one or two of them. And as well, I see he has a brother from Edgemont criminals who's been online and been on the internet, you know, speaking out about the situation and correcting things, you know, I guess from his knowledge and or, you know, people trying to speak down on his brother. You know what I'm saying? That's how it's going to go, you know. Blood thicker than water, they say. Now, they say Treyway get into it with this Edgemont member. They say it don't go in his favor. It don't go in his favor. And if I remember correctly from what I was told, that's why I don't remember if it was two Edgemonts or one. Treyway also had a celly that was from Edgemont. And the Edgemonts was riding with the Hoovers under the criminal banner, being that they're criminals as well. So Treyway's in cell with this Edgemont, and I'm thinking it might be the same dude, unless it was the dude homie that he lost out to and he felt some type of way. So it's being alleged when Treyway get in the cell, he get off on the old dude, get off on him, and you know what I'm saying, pull the thing out, you know what I'm saying, and try to get jigging. You feel me? So this situation looking like it didn't go his ways either. You know what I'm saying? He got off, you know what I'm saying? They say, you know, he got to do his thing. He got the yank one time. And then from there, the dude from Edgemont took control of the situation and defeated Treyway and took the thing from him and started yanking on him.
What? Hey, man. Hey, man. The internet is undefeated every single time. I'm going to tell you like this. You in the cell, you get down with your celly, and he take the burner from you, and he start busting on you with the burner. That's all bad. If you know you can't whoop him, just wait till we go to sleep. Just wait till we go to sleep, man. And when he wake up, how the hell did I get in heaven? Hey, you Mike's son, come on up in here. Man, come on, man. You wasn't supposed to let nobody take the burner and get you with it.
Now, this is where the screaming and yelling comes in at. It had nothing to do with Lil Porky. They saying the dude from Edgemont that he tried to get off on and handle his business on, turned the tables and started doing his thing on him. Amongst him catching them pop shots, they said Treyway started screaming out, "Hey, help, 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 I need help. He's stabbing me, he's stabbing me."
No, he didn't. No, he didn't. And he the one who bust on him and he took the thing from him. Why he just didn't wrestle him and take it back from him? And they supposed to both went out to the death. What y'all think?
Police run down on the cell, get the situation under control. I don't know if that was pepper sprayed or whatever the case was. But they say police run down, get everything under control, cuff Treyway, cuff the dude from Edgemont. Say the dude from Edgemont refused medical. Like, I don't need medical, I'm good. They say while they was taking Treyway to medical and walking Treyway out the building, that some of the guys, you know what I'm saying, I guess from his area or just some of the guys in the prison was like, "Hey, bro, what's up, bro? What you on? Like, bro, what you doing? Where you going?" That was left. They said Treyway blatantly came out and said, "He was stabbing me. What was I supposed to do? Let him kill me?"
Yes. Yes. If it was yours and you took it out and you hit him with it and he wrestled you down and took it from you, you were supposed to wrestle him back down, take it from him. If that's really what happened, what y'all think?
Off from the yard he went. And I think that's where the transfer came in at to this new spot he just went to. And the dude from Edgemont might have got a shoe or may have been able to stay at the spot. Never asked what happened with him. But when Treyway show up at this new spot, when he get there, another guy come ask him, "Man, you know what's up, Treyway?" You know, start inquiring about the situation. "Hey, what happened with you up there?" You know, whatever. Just trying to get a feel of what happened, you know, trying to hear him.
They already knew what happened. They already got the call. Man. You know the homies, they got into it. He bust on the homie took the thing from him. He bust back on him and whooping and went that way. And then they already had the call. They just wanted to see what he was going to say.
Out, you know, from my understanding, the dude wasn't coming like political, you know what I'm saying, trying to politic on him. He was just like sincerely asking what happened versus he heard. They said that was the wrong move. They said he asked Treyway what happened. Treyway handled his business on him, you know what I'm saying, yanked on him. They said when Treyway got on him, started yanking on him, they said everybody on the yard came down on Treyway and packed Treyway out and got Treyway up out of there. And it's being rumored, like I said, take all this with a grain of salt because I'm not in prison. I don't know for sure. I'm not from Hoover. This is third-party information that I got from somebody. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to make nobody mad. I'm not here to...
They probably could have told you a story. So they could get some clout on here. They probably was hoping that you say it. Man, whoop said this. You know, internet, man, a lot of people will use whatever they could, man, and get their name out there, man. So like he say, he don't even know if this is true or not. This is what somebody told him, third party.
Spread no lies and none of that. It's just third party information that somebody gave to me, and being that I spoke on the situation already, here I am again with this third party information with allegedly what really happened. Say the whole yard, get on him, or whatever the case may be. So obviously people already had it in their mind that he was all bad, or that's what people been pushing in the system. So now I'm hearing that, you know, the collective ones, you know, the collective body, you know, have come together, you know, up in that inside, and it seemed like allegedly that this guy has been voted off the island. Don't know how it's going to go. Don't know if he's going to be on a 50-50 yard. Don't know he's going to be on the SNY yard. Don't know how it's going to work when he hop back out here to these streets, because the jail can say one thing and the streets will say another thing. And definitely when you got some celebrity and you pushing and you going viral and stuff like that, man, people gonna stand behind you through the
Oh, especially if he got some money. If he got some money, I done seen dudes and hoods that if you got money, they don't care what you do, man. They call you big homie, and you could be older, you could be younger than them. They call you big bro. They could be older than you, calling you big bro if you got some money. They don't care if you got money.
Thick and thin, man, foulness, dirtiness, or whatever. But like I said, I don't know the situation. This is just being told to me from people that's in jail and that's been a part of the politic. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna see what happened, and we'll find out soon enough. It's what being said is true. With that being said, we gonna conclude this there. It's your boy Young and Hefe. Don't care about number what the check say.
All right, man. We gonna leave it at that, man. All I'm gonna tell y'all is don't go to jail. Stay out of jail. It's so lovely out here on the streets. I could walk outside right now, put on my jogging shoes, and jog to Baskin Robbins and get me a nice vanilla ice cream. I could go right now on Fig, pull up, and throw a couple of dollars out the car and take one of them old hookers around the corner and put her on top of the hood and lay on with this wood. I could go right now to Disneyland if I want to. If I want to go make me some pancakes, bacon, and eggs at 4 o'clock or 10 o'clock at night, I can do it. If I wanted to get in my car and drive it backwards on the freeway, I can do it. You can't do nothing of that in jail. Y'all stay free, man. Stay out of jail. There ain't nothing up in there but bussy. Bussy, that's it. I'm going to catch y'all on the next one, man. It's Compton Rick Rock with Compton Rick Rock TV. Catch all of y'all on the next one. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel, Compton Rick Rock TV. Also, hit that notification bell and catch every video when I drop.